The Blue Jays come back and walk it off in the bottom of the 10th inning with 2 out. Randal Grichuk comes up and belts a deep fly ball to center field, and it's gone. Walk off, Blue Jays win it, and what a massive win for the Toronto Blue Jays there this evening. Oh my goodness, because you lose this ball game, the Orioles are only half a game back. You lost Jordan Romano, errors cost you the game, and it would just be an absolute downward spiral. It was a terrible game overall. To be totally honest, you guys, the Blue Jays do not deserve to win this game today, but they found a way to win with the last out of the game, Randal Grichuk. But let's back it way on up here to first pitch. Hyun-Jin Ryu on the mound for the Blue Jays, and he was awesome. He was absolutely incredible for the Blue Jays in this game. But let's get to the offense, which started out first in the bottom of the 4th inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets a fastball right down the middle of 94, and he hits the ball the other way, deep and gone. Didn't get out by much, but a home run for Vladdy to the opposite field. 5th home run of the year for Vladdy, and he's starting to swing the bat a lot better lately. Great to see for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. He goes deep as well. 430 feet. He gets a fastball up in the zone. 12th home run of the year for Teoscar Hernandez. And the Blue Jays lead at 2-0. They're feeling good. Ryu's pitching amazing. And now gave him a lead. This is great. We go to the top half of the 6th inning, and Hyun-Jin Ryu getting into a little bit of trouble here. Alberto singles, and he gets Santander to fly out, which is great. And Iglesias singles to left field, and Alberto goes to third, but not really sure what Lourdes Gurriel Jr. was doing on the play, because he kind of just fired it into the infield, and Ryu ends up getting the ball and tries to get the guy out at second base. They review it. He's safe, and they have second and third now with 1 out, but I trust Ryu to get out of this inning. And he walks Nunez, which is kind of okay, because now there's double plays at every base, and you bring up Severino, and he strikes him out. Big time strikeout for Hyun-Jin Ryu of Severino. Then Mountcastle, what a name. He hits a ground ball to third to Travis Shaw in the hole. He fires on to first in the dirt, and Vladdy can't pick it. 2 runs come in to score, and we're tied. And you look at Ryu's reaction on the mound, he's like, are you kidding me? I was that close to getting out of it. I don't blame him. He worked as hard as he did in that inning just to have that happen to him. It sucks. And they counted an infield single, so both runs are against Hyun-Jin Ryu. And the Blue Jays and Orioles now tied at 2. An error, it definitely was an error, cost the Blue Jays a run, or 2 runs, and now you're tied. You could have been out of the inning and still having a 2-run lead, and Ryu could have gone 6 scoreless, and you'd be feeling fantastic, but instead he gives up the 2 runs, and it really hurts. It really does. Errors, like we always talk about, guys, good pitching, timely hits, and solid defense wins you games. But the big error there, giving up 2 runs, and the game is tied. However, the Blue Jays answer back in the bottom half of the 6th inning in a very odd way. Let's get to this. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. doubles to left field, absolutely torches the ball through the infield, 110 miles an hour. And the fact that he hit it between third and short, and it almost got to the wall in the left field corner, that tells you how hard he hit that ball. Vladdy boogies and gets a double out of it. Great job by Vladdy, and then Hernandez walks on a full count. A great at bat for Teoscar Hernandez, drawing the walk. Then Gurriel grounds into a double play. Vladdy's at third, but now there's 2 away, and you're like, that is your chance to get that run and get back into the lead. They bring in Tanner Scott, and he throws a wild pitch. A terrible job by Severino behind the dish. I mean, you see all the time Danny Jansen and Reese McGuire go down and block the ball with their chest. Get down in there, be big, and block the ball. He kind of goes down on one knee and tries to block it. It goes through his legs. Vladdy comes in to score, and the Blue Jays lead at 3-2. Great job. Now you got the lead back. Hold it. We go to the top half of the 8th inning. And Jordan Romano comes on. We're thinking, this guy's doing great. He gets the first 2 outs pretty quickly. We're doing fantastic. But then he gives up a solo shot to Renato Nunez. And then on the next pitch, you see this. You see him looking like that. And Jays fans, when we see players start looking at their fingers like that, what do we think of? Blisters and Aaron Sanchez. That is what we think of. Jordan Romano ends up leaving the game. And in comes Anthony Bass, and he does just fine getting out of the inning, and he did a great job. Did he go out there for another half inning? Yeah, he did actually go out there for another inning and did a clean job. Great job by Anthony Bass. We go to the top of the 10th inning. Rafael Dolis comes on. Obviously, in extra innings now, you got to get something going. You got to find a way to get out of this inning unscathed. And Dolis, they a really nice bunt by Mullins to get the guy over to third base, and then Hanser Alberto was down in the count. I think it was 0-2 or 1-2 to Rafael Dolis, and then he hits a jam shot. It just kind of loops in there, right into no man's land, of course, right? And I'm like, you know what? The way the Jays have played defensively, Kevin Biggio also booted a ball there in the later half innings as well, a routine ground ball. Now, it did kick up. As a second baseman myself, I understand those types of hops, but the fact that it went straight by him, was he fully square to the ball? I don't know at that point. But again, couple errors in the game. That one didn't cost you, but the Travis Shaw one obviously did mightily. And Hanser Alberto, like I said, he drops it in for a single. Ruiz comes in to score, and the Orioles have the lead. A little blooper snot shot is giving them the lead. We go to the bottom half of the 10th inning, and well, as we all know, we have a guy starting at second base, Reese McGuire, starting off the inning. And Joe Panik comes up, and they try to bunt, and he pops it up to the pitcher. Are you kidding me? You can't drop a bunt down. And Joe Panik, I mean, I'm not really sure why they told him to bunt there. The reason being, the guy pulls the ball a ton. So let's say he hits a ground ball to first or second. Well, the guy's going to move up anyways. But you always bank on, a bunt dropping a bunt down and it being right and have it work. It didn't work. Now you have a guy at second with one out. And Kevin Biggio flies out to center field. Maurice McGuire doesn't move up. And there's a guy at second with two out for Randal Grichuk, the final at-bat of the game. And Randal Grichuk on a 1-0 pitch gets a cutter. It starts in the, or sorry, I guess it was technically a slider. It says on the score here, slider. I thought it was a cutter. But nonetheless, it starts outside and it kind of tails into the middle a little bit. And Grichuk barrels it up. Hits it deep to center, and I think it was Mullins in center field, tries to climb the wall, but he can't get it. It's gone. 2-run shot. Grichuk's pumped round the bases. The Jays are fired up. Welcome to the team, Vogelbach and Taijuan Walker. Welcome to this team. Grichuk walks it off for the Blue Jays, and they win it 5-4. As I mentioned, a huge victory for the Toronto Blue Jays today. You lose this game, Randal Grichuk gets out. It's a half game back. You're back to being square at 500, and this is not what you want. You want to pull away from the Orioles. You don't want to have them come back in this one, and you don't want the errors to be the reason you lose this game. Grichuk has you never quit in baseball. You never know. This team has shown me this year, and even last, you don't quit on these guys. They will battle and fight to the very end, and Randal Grichuk is a prime example of that, and the Blue Jays are winners. 2.5 game lead over the Orioles, 2 games over 500, 16 and 14 on the season, and a great way to start off this 4-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. Fantastic. Now, defense got to clean up, for sure. But other than that, you got very good pitching, and you had timely hits. That's what you needed, and you got it. Great job. Let's get to the numbers here real quick. Kevin Biggio was 0 for 4 in the ball game, but he walked once to keep his on-base streak alive. He's now at 20 games. Crazy for Kevin Biggio. Randal Grichuk, 1 for 4 in the ball game. I thought he had, they definitely haven't updated yet. He's 2 for 5 in the game with a 2-run shot, a couple RBIs, and a run scored for Grichuk. Great job by him. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 2 for 4 in the game, had the home run and a double. He's starting to drive the ball. We're really starting to see Vladdy come into his own. We had a feeling it was coming. It was just a matter of when. He scored 2 runs in the game, had the RBI as well. 263 batting average for Vladdy and a 339 on base. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over the last, his 9-game hit streak that he has, he's hitting like 350 with an on base of over 420. I mean, 420. People are going to find that pretty funny. He's been spectacular. He has been outstanding, and you can tell when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is starting to get hot when he's seeing the ball better. And we noticed that even before he started hitting the ball extremely well, his eye at the plate started to get better, and you're like, okay, you can really start seeing him zoning in on pitches. And you've seen that over the last 9 games, and especially over the last few games, he's really hitting the ball hard. And what a job by Vladdy, and 2 for 4 in the game today. Great job. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 3, had the home run of the game. Great job by Teo. And Gurriel and Tellez both 0 for 4s, combined 3 strikeouts in the game. They both had tough nights at the plate. Travis Shaw with the single, but it really doesn't mean anything because he didn't come around to score. He didn't come up with a clutch hit, and he committed an error. So not a great day for Travis Shaw. Danny Jansen went 1 for 3 in the ball game, had a double in the game today, and Vogelbach came in there and and struck out in his 1 at bat. But hey, just because he struck out in his 1 at bat, don't count this kid out. All right, you got to let this guy just give him time. I understand. We all know that he's kind of like our third string first baseman, really. But he'll get some at-bats, and I'm very curious to see what happens with him. He has a great eye at the plate. We kind of saw a little bit of that today, but he's just got to get used to Toronto Blue Jays' winning ways, and that's exactly what happened today. Great job. Reese McGuire didn't have an at-bat, was 0 for 0, obviously, but came around to score, so there you go. Joe Panik was 1 for 4 in the ball game. He had a double, his first extra base hit of the year. That tells you how much he's been struggling with the bat. He's hitting 200, though, on the season, so you give him that. I don't know. He's hitting Mendoza line. That's not really that great anyways. Hyunjin Ryu, like I said, 6 innings, 8 hits, couple runs, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Obviously, two of the 8 hits and the walk and both runs happened in that 6th inning. But through 5, he was absolutely unbelievable. He had 7 strikeouts in this one as well. His ERA, did it drop? It was 3.19 coming into the game. It's now 3.16. So a great job by Ryu. Thomas Hatch goes out there, throws a clean inning. No hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Great job by him. And obviously Jordan Romano went 2/3 of an inning, gave up the 1 hit. It was the solo shot to Renato Nunez. And then he was pulled with the finger issue. And I'm praying that he's not hurt. I am praying. We started to get some good news about this team, about how, Bichette's getting healthy and Giles is doing well in the bullpen sessions. Pearson's throwing from 30 feet and he's starting to get some traction now. So it's great. And then Romano goes down today. Now, I'm hoping it's not too serious, but anything to do with your finger as a pitcher, it's kind of tough. It really is. So I don't know what the deal is with him. I don't know what the future holds with Romano. I have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine, guys. Anthony Bass, great job. An inning in the 3rd. Give up 1 hit, no walks, couple strikeouts. His ERA is 1.80. I mean, he has done extremely well this year as Anthony Bass. Rafael Dolis came out there. The winning pitcher, 1 inning, 1 hit. 1 run, obviously wasn't an earned run, got a strikeout, and that 1 hit, I mean, you can't blame him for it. It was a bloop snot shot, and that's exactly what happened there in that game. But again, Dolis has been fantastic for this team, and the Blue Jays walk it off in the 10th inning, 16-14 on the year, winners of 2 straight games. And look, I understand you're not going to win every game 9-1 like you did against the Red Sox in the last game, and you're not going to play great defense all the time, but the great teams in sports, whether it's hockey, basketball, or baseball, or soccer even, or whatnot, the great teams find ways to win, even when you're not playing your best, in this case, baseball game. And they found a way to win it today. Hopefully this doesn't pan out, and this doesn't happen moving forward. But again, you got the win. That's what matters. Halfway point of the season, guys. 16-14, on the season, and a really good job by the Toronto Blue Jays getting the job done today and picking up the victory, because Game 2 of the 4-game set goes tomorrow night, 6:37 first pitch at Salem Field. Alex Cobb on the mound for the Orioles, and Taijuan Walker on the mound for the Blue Jays, making his Blue Jays debut. And it is going to be very exciting to watch this guy pitch, because he's pitching in meaningful ball games, right? You look at the Seattle Mariners, and they are, I don't even know where they are. They're 13-20. They are not a good baseball team, and they're definitely not making the playoffs. And clearly with trading Taijuan Walker and losing Vogelbach, they're clearly kind of selling off a little bit here. So he's coming to a team that's ready for a little playoff run, depending on how that all goes. But again, first outing as a Blue Jay tomorrow, 6:37 at Salem Field. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the ending to this game, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. I want to get all your guys' takes on what you saw today from the Toronto Blue Jays. And I got to say, I've not been really impressed with Travis Shaw in general. But again, I want to hear your guys' takes on this team, what they need to improve on, what they maybe look. I mean, trade deadline, I think, is Monday, if I'm not mistaken, 31st. So, hey, there's a lot of things that could happen in the next few days. Do the Blue Jays go out there, maybe look at a bullpen arm since they still don't have Giles, and who knows what's going to happen with Jordan Romano. I don't know what's going to end up happening, guys, but all I know is that this team won today, and let's enjoy it. All right? So, guys, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description below, so if you've not followed up the Instagram page already, please go do so, and I will talk to you guys, okay, Leafs edition, whenever the heck they make another move, because it's bound to happen. Raptors edition tomorrow. I'll do a video tomorrow because Saturday at 1 p.m. the Raptors are taking on the Boston Celtics in Game 1 of the Round 2 of the NBA playoffs against the Boston Celtics. So I'll do the Round 2 preview tomorrow for you guys. All right, and as for our Blue Jays, I'll do, holy smokes, they take on the Baltimore Orioles in Game 2 of the 4-game set tomorrow evening, 6:37 first pitch there at Salem Field. Alex Cobb, Taijuan Walker, and his first start as a Toronto Blue Jay. I can't wait. I know you guys are excited. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.